First, they taught us around our finances. They told us you don't have an amount of money except you can give it to God. What? What do you mean? And they showed us scriptures, how people gave to God. The day Abraham gave Isaac was the day he possessed Isaac. If you can't give it to God, you don't have it yet. And they taught us how they also grew. And from that day, we started building faith for finances. You gather your first 1,000, you give it. You gather, because you can still be giving to God at other times, but you are talking what you can give once. You gather your first 10,000, you give it to God. You gather your first 50,000, you give to God. You gather your first 100,000, you give to God. And I kept doing it, migrating. And I can show you different aspects of my finances, from giving God 100 naira to giving God 1,000 to giving God 10,000 to giving God 20,000, 50,000, 100,000, 1 million, 10 million, 20 million, and we are growing. I started, and before now, the Holy Ghost was already talking to me, because when I was in the university, I started with 10 naira. He said, give 10 naira. Wow, 10 naira. If money is in my pocket and I want to go to church, I remove the trouser and wear another one, so that God, me and God will know that I didn't come to church with money. And God battled with me until I started giving. One day, I was serving in Kano State, and I saw the pastor. His name is Pastor Victor Ego. He wanted to give offering. He carried 100,000 and gave. I said, what? I mean, we don't do services in a week. How can you give 100,000 for offering? Is this a... Okay, I said, no, maybe it's prophetic seed. So every Sunday I came, I sat close to watch him. I wanted to be sure, because I didn't know what this guy was doing. The guy will come for service, remove 100,000, put in the envelope and give. Remove one. I said, what? Well, did you go to Christ Embassy, Sabongeri? What? 100? What is going on here? I went and jacked my offering from 50 naira to 100 naira. I started giving. After a while, the Holy Ghost told me, you have been here for too long. I moved it to 1,000. When I did 1,000 one week, I came back. My pocket sank. I said, God, this one is for workers. It's not for coppers. It's for workers. The Lord kept pushing, and I started giving. You would think when you do it, your money will finish. It's a joke. The faith realm is inexhaustible. The more you grow, the more established you are. The more you grow, the more established. I started giving 1,000. After a while, I moved it to 2,000. After a while, I moved it to 5,000. Until things started